Hello. Today's tutorial will create a DML form manually. Yesterday in our early video we created a DML form with the wizard, and we'll do the same thing, but we'll do it manually step by step, and we'll show how the DML processes, the automatic row processing process works. So let's begin with our tutorial today. Let's log in. Application builder. This is the application we created earlier, so we'll work on this application. Now we'll create a page which will be a blank page, and we'll create is a blank page next, and we'll create forms on this page. Its name is manual DML department. Okay, next. No tabs. Next. Next. Now here's the page. Let's see how the page looks like. Let's log in. It's a blank page, nothing is here. Now let's begin with our tutorial. Now let's create a region. It's a static content. Form on departments. It will be a report region. It will be a form region. Form region. Next. Next. No source. Next. Conditional. No conditional. Region is created, and let's make a button. Create button. Create button. Button type. Button type normal. Next. Great. It will be submit, execute. Condition, it will provide the condition later. Okay, we'll just create it right now. Now let's create other buttons. Create. The buttons are created. Now see how the form looks like. Yeah, these are the buttons created. Now we will create items. Plus create multiple items. Department ID. department name, manager ID, and location ID. Okay. Now create multiple items all together. Now if I click on create button, let's how what happens. Nothing is happened here, so nothing is there. Now we will assign, we'll edit these items. Let's see source. So the source, it is the DB column source will be department ID. Apply changes, database column, then department name. Similarly, source will be DB column, always replacing any existing value in session state. Take care that this one is selected. Now department name, apply changes. Now manager ID, it is also DB column, manager ID. Now location ID, also location ID. Okay, now what we will have to do is we will create a process which will populate the primary key item. Now you remember that we created primary key, we created a process in our earlier video which creates the primary key item. We'll just simply copy that one to this page. Okay, we'll copy get pk to this page. Okay, now you see copy. Now click on copy. Now get pk target is 4. Next, okay, when button pressed, when create button is pressed, copy. See, get pk has been copied here. Let's see the details of it. Why did we copy this one? Because this process creates the primary key value and it sets the primary key item. So it will be p4 department ID. Okay, now let's apply changes. This is a very important process. You have to take care of it. So p4 department ID equal to this one. Apply changes. Now a very important process has to be created right now, which is DML form processing, record processing process. That is, let's create a process. What type of process it is? It will be data manipulation. This will be data manipulation. Okay, select this one, data manipulation. Next, what type of process it will be? It will be automatic row processing, DML. Next, now its name will be maybe automatic row processing department. Okay, next. Now it's very important that the owner is HR. Table's name is departments. Now item containing primary key value. It is very important here. The item in this page that contains the primary key value. Okay, let's click here. What is shown here? This one is the primary key item that will hold the primary key value. Now what is the now this one is primary key column department ID. Now you see nothing else is needed here. Now these three will manipulate all types of data manipulation in this process. So insert, update, delete, all this will be done here. Now click next. Success message, action processed. Okay, next. When button press, nothing is there, it is unconditional. Great. Now what we will have to do, we will have to create a branch. Let's create a branch. Branch name manual DML branch. Okay, next. You're asking for which page we are going to branch. We're going to branch to this page. Next. Now let's run the page. Now one thing is has not been done yet. That is the purpose of these buttons. Let's see. Let's change the properties of these buttons. Now action button is very important. Action, what it will be done here, it will be action will be submit page, execute validation yes, and this will be insert. Okay, when you create, it will do the insert. When you click on apply changes, it will do update. Similarly, it will do SQL update, and for delete, it will do SQL delete the changes. Okay. Now let's run the page. Now you see we will not provide any value in department ID. So we will create a new department ID with the name only. New DPT2. DPT2. Okay. Manager ID 200 and 1700. Create. Okay. Now where has it gone? Now let's see if our data has been created. Now order by one table. See, this is the latest department ID. This is the department 2, and these are the manager. These are the location. So our process is working. Very good. Now you see DML process has been successful. Now we will check for DML process for create has been successful. Now we will check for apply changes and delete buttons. To do that, let's create a page. Let's create a page, a report. Let's create a report, classic report, report 1, report on The department, put on department, standard, next, next, departments. Now let's run report page 5. Okay, and these are the data. Now will create a button. Okay, next, create a button on the report region, and we'll move to the DML page with this button. Next. Okay, it's not be submit, it will be redirect to page 4, and it will be request and clear cache. Yes, 4, page 4 will be cleared. Next. Okay, this is unconditional create button. Okay, now let's run it. So this is the create button. If we click on this button, we'll redirect to page 4. Okay, now click here. We have come here. Now we'll create a back button in this page. Create a button called back or cancel. Then next, cancel button, close position. Next, it will be type redirect to page. The page will be 4, not 4, it will be 5. Next, create button. Okay, next, cancel button. Now if I click on cancel, we'll move to this page, and if I click on create, we'll move to create button. Okay, now we have the relationship between report and the form. Now you see our these to demonstrate our these two buttons, we will have to populate this page with the record. But to do that, we will have to create another process in this page called ARF, automated row fetch process. Now you see we'll do it here process in the page rendering side. We're going to create a process called automatic row fetch. Next, it will be of type data manipulation. Next, what type of data manipulation process it will do? It will do automated row fetch. Okay. Next, now manual ARF department. This is the name. Now you see process point is onload before header. Okay, no problem. Onload before header, maybe onload after header. It will be onload after header. Next. Now specify the table's name. Departments. P for department ID. This one is department ID. Okay, that's it. Nothing to specify. Next. Next. Nothing to do here. Next. Okay, next. Now the condition here will be when it will execute, it will be based on the value of item in expression 1 is not null. Value of item in expression 1 is not null. So what will be the item? It will be P4 department ID. If P4 department ID is not null, then this process will execute. Okay, now apply changes. Now what we are going to do is right now is very simple. We will just run this and we'll go back to report page. Now we'll make a link between this report and the form like this. In the report attribute, we're going to create a report link here. You see here, in click in the department ID, we'll create a report attribute. Here in the column link, we'll do, for example, this one, and target page is 4. Now you see item 1. Which one? This one will be set by this one. Okay, you see department ID, the column, the item, the P4 department ID will be set by the P4 by the department ID column value. Okay, now let's apply changes. It's a simple thing. We are doing just nothing. We are just configuring the form and reports, and it will work just fine. Now apply changes. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, this is the view of the button. Now you see we have created these two buttons. Yesterday we created this one, and today we created this one. Now we like to edit this one. See, these values are already here. We did not do anything here. So we'll make change in the department name edited. Okay, edited. Now apply changes. What happens here? Now let's see what's the matter here. See here, this is the edited. So that means the data manipulation for apply changes is also working. Now we will try deleting this one. If I create on the delete button, click on the delete button, then the data will be deleted. Let's try it. Okay, no problem. If I do this, see that data has not yet been done here. Now let's go to page 4. Here you see, now this form is blank. In this case, apply changes and delete button should not be visible. So we'll make changes in the condition so that whenever the department ID is blank, these two items will not be shown. And similarly, whenever there is a value in department ID, create button will not be shown. Only the apply changes and delete button will be visible. Now we're going to make changes here. In the create button, condition will be this one. Okay, P4 department ID is null. Okay, when the ID is null, then create button will be shown, and when ID is not null, then apply changes and delete button will be shown. Okay, is now it is not null. Okay, P4 department ID. Copy it for further use. Apply changes. Now delete. Now now apply changes. Okay, now run it. Let's see what happens. See, apply changes and delete button are not here because department ID is blank. Now, if I come from the report page, if I come from this page, for example, this one, you see apply changes and delete button is visible, create button is not visible. So, a simple demonstration showed the total process of data manipulation process and ARF process. Is a simple idea, and now we understand how these processes work and how these items holds the column value, and how ARF works, and how the buttons are rendered as per our requirement. So thank you for watching. Thank you, everybody.